Hello everyone, welcome back to GGN. This is going to be a shorter, abbreviated video, so there'll probably be 5 videos today. I'm just going to cover some weather modification and that. We were just covering the Louisiana sinkhole that swallows trees in seconds. Then also the sinkhole in California. Truckee closes lanes on I-80, a 3-foot hole developed along median. So that's a pretty big deal. Also, California wildfire. Now twice as big as San Francisco. The fire threatens Yosemite National Park. So it says the rim fire is now 63,000 acres, twice the size of San Francisco. The main highway leading to the park was closed down. They declared a state of emergency. 1,850 firefighters are battling the blaze as of yesterday. So it says the cost of doing so has grown to $5.4 million. It says only 1% is contained. It threatens 2,500 homes. And they say it has the potential of being very, very, very dangerous. Uncontrollable Idaho fire ruins vacations for the rich and famous. So it goes on here. It's part of the 100,000 acres of Beaver Creek fire. So anyways, moving on here, just to give you a good idea of what's going on. Hundreds of firefighters battling raging forest fire in Spain. More than 200 Spanish firefighters have been called into battle flames in northwestern part of the country. 3/4 of the country is under extreme risk of fire. And Russian officials say over 50,000 in its far east region are affected by floods. More than 50,000 people have been affected by the devastating floods so far. 2,000 houses, said here, were severely damaged. Also, 20,000 residents have been evacuated. Okay, so here we go. Haarp status North America. This is from the most current today. Australia and the European Union. Basically, there's no updates on that, but I'm glad there was for the United States because this is big. I haven't seen this since I started covering these updates for Haarp. This is high. This is the highest rating that you have as far as current long-wave frequency magnitude readings, basically from the Haarp status frequency station. So this is pretty big. This is a pretty big deal. And it's affecting mostly Southern California, Southern Nevada, New Mexico, Baja, and Northwestern Mexico. But it is having at least a low-medium effect all the way to basically 3/4 of the country. Some people have reported minor earthquakes in the Gulf of California for August 23rd. So they're causing earthquakes. They're probably making the fires even worse. But one thing I wanted to say, guys, and I wanted to ask you about this personally, and then I'm going to close this video out, which was that starting, well, today's Friday, so it was about Tuesday. It was definitely Wednesday and Thursday, but I think it started on Tuesday here in the Midwest, kind of the Ileana, Michiana region. We saw a huge chemical attack of aerosols, what people refer to as chemtrails. Immediately the next day, on Wednesday, I usually have fall allergies and not spring, and they've been better over the last couple of years because I take oil of oregano and stuff with my diet. I've changed. I don't take any of that Allegra crap anymore, and so I've been able to keep them at bay. But all of a sudden, I had like allergy symptoms on Wednesday, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's just allergies. Then I had this headache, almost like a sinus headache. Then on Thursday, I had the same thing. And then Friday, today, again, same thing. Pounding headache. Not a stress headache, not something that's on the outside that's just, like pounding. It is just, it was a non-stop. It's been non-stop headache in the center of my head. I talked to neighbors, and believe it or not, they reported the same thing. At first, they said, no. And then as they thought about it, they said, actually, my son's been complaining of real bad headaches, like really bad ones, and my wife's had a few too just in the last couple of days. Also, the other neighbor said the same thing. Oh, no. And he's like, no, actually, now that you mentioned it, my wife's been complaining of it too. So something's going on here. I don't know if it's just something that's local, like, black mold or just aerosols here, or if it's some kind of Haarp going on. But the one thing that I noticed was that we haven't really been getting Haarped as much over here in the central Midwest, eastern Midwestern region. it's been just a chemical attack. So what I'm thinking here is if you live in the Midwest, you might be feeling the same symptoms. I think that they released some kind of biological agent, and I've never talked about this stuff before because I don't want to scare people or create fear mongering, but I just want to hear what other people in the Midwest region or throughout the United States or even Europe, because this is a global system of control. Are you feeling the same type of effects of almost like allergies, but then this constant headache that won't go away? For whatever it's worth, you can try these frequencies, meditation, whatever it takes for you to go out in the sun or something. But I ran some of this in my playlist. You can go in there and check it out, educational, under my DDarko 2012 account. And I just basically run these same 4 videos. I used to have more, but they took them off for copyright things. But binaural beats and stuff like that. Sounds crazy, but I just let it play while I was working on finding news and getting ready to start recording here. And my headache has subsided, so I don't know what's going on here, if that helped or if they just whatever, but it's just worth a shot if you are having a bad headache. Anyways, this is GGN and I'm Darko. Thank you.